Okay, good morning everybody. This morning's video is going to be all about Reading Plus. Okay, so Reading Plus isn't an app. It's an online website, which means that you can access it on any device that has internet access. So if that's a computer, a laptop, an iPad, a tablet, a phone, anything at all that has access to the internet, you can log in. So there is a Northway site code that I will send out with the link to this video, and then your child should be able to log in using their username and password the same as they do in school. Reading Plus is a great platform that has been used in Year 6 for quite a little while now with some really good success, and so luckily now we've been able to roll it out to all of Key Stage 2 and to some Year 2 children as well. So when you log in, you see your dashboard and it'll say welcome to whoever it is. This is a sample student account. This is all editable as well, which the children really like. So you can click on that little picture, change the colour of the background, change the wallpaper, change your avatar. So that's a really nice little feature, and the more that the children complete the lessons, the more available features there are there, different choices and things like that. So this is our dashboard. If we click on start lessons, you can see that we've got 3 different types of lessons there. So you've got reading lessons, vocabulary lessons and visual skills lessons. You can also see at the bottom your total assignment completion. So this is kind of like your goal and how much you have achieved of that goal so far. If you click on that, it gives you a little bit more information. If you click on any of the bars, you can see more information about each lesson you've completed. If it's a question mark, your I rate was too fast or too slow, so your I rate couldn't be recorded. Your I rate is your independent reading rate, which is basically how many words per minute you can read independently. And for that to be accurate, sorry, that's the word. For that to be an accurate reading rate, it also assesses your comprehension. You have to reach an 80% level of understanding for that to be an accurate representation of your independent reading rate, your I rate. You might also see somewhere on there a G rate as well. That's a guided reading rate, so that's how many words per minute that you've done guided. Okay, so if you have a little look at your lessons, you've got the reading lesson. So if you click on that one, this is kind of like the comprehension, and again, that's that I rate score at the bottom. So this sample student account's only done 1 or 2 lessons, I think, so we haven't got an accurate I rate yet. So you can see at the top, you've got all these different selections, the filters that you can put on, and this is all just text that you can read and answer questions about, and then rate them at the end, so then they can recommend some more to you, which is really, really nice. So if you decide, I feel like reading some non-fiction today, you can click on that one, scroll through, and the more that you complete, it unlocks them as you go. Because the really good thing about Reading Plus is when you first do it, you'll do an initial assessment, and that means that it's always going to be at the right level for your child. So the more lessons that are completed, it'll move you further and further on. Okay, so say we wanted to do this one, Ghost Town. You can have a little look at it. What has buildings and streets but no people? A ghost town. If we decide we like the look of it, we can click go on. It then gives us some text to read, and it just wants us to tap the screen when we're ready. So I'll read that. Okay. And then this is the piece of text that I need to read, okay? And this is what's going to be determining my I rate. So as I'm reading it, when I've finished it, I'll tap the next page. But if it thinks I'm reading it too fast, it'll slow me down. You're going through really fast, be careful to read at your normal pace. So it kind of has an idea of your reading rate, and it knows if you've got distracted and you stop doing it, or again, if you're reading it too fast, okay? So you go all the way through. I don't want this video to be too long. Yeah, and then it gives you a question, okay? If you want to, so like I didn't really read that properly, I can go back and reread it now I've read the question. And you can see I've got 5 rereads left, and then it even gives you the nice bit of text there where the answer will be found. So I'm not going to keep going through, but that's the first reading lessons that you have, the C reader, and that gives a really, really good accurate depiction of your child's reading levels, their strengths and their weaknesses on the teacher side of the account, which is great because then you can really access all those children that need those interventions. Okay, then we've got a vocabulary section, so we can click on that one, and that basically builds your child's vocabulary. So it's quite tricky. You flash the word up, so when you press that button, flash, it tells you a word very, very quickly, and then you have to try and think, okay, flames, what could that be? Oh, I think it's that one. What is seen when something burns? And because I didn't have to flash it again, or I could read it straight away, I've got 4 points for that one. And then I have to add that word into 2 sentences that use the word correctly. So the first one, I like the flames of chocolate and strawberry. I know that doesn't make any sense, but that one does. And the flames from the candle. There's a hint there as well available if I need that one, and you can see I've got 6 potential points. Okay, so then you can go through work through it and build that vocabulary, which is great. And the last bit I wanted to show you was our visual skills. This is really, really interesting because it's to do with how when you read, you kind of, with your eyes, kind of read ahead and double check what you've already read. And this really helps to build that skill. So there's 2 different elements to this. There's scan or flash. So if we do flash first, if we tap it, every time we tap the screen, it'll come up with 3 letters, I think. And then I have to try and type what those letters were. Ooh, say missed that one. Right, let me try that again. It's really, really quick, and it is quite tricky. So you keep your eyes on that middle plus, and you tap the screen when you're ready, and it flashes. You can just see there for like a millisecond, 3 letters, and you have to kind of use your visual skills to try and remember what those letters were. If I just go onto that scan section as well, oh, it won't let me. I've got to finish the flash for it to then show me the scan. The scan is a really nice feature where it guides your eyes along, it's just groups of circles, and every time you see a C, so like a broken circle basically, you tap the screen, and it just is to kind of build that scanning skill that you have when you're reading. So I think that's really, really interesting. That's a really good benefit of this Reading Plus. So they're all of our lessons. You can see here we've got our level status and our achievements and awards. Reading Plus automatically generates lots and lots of awards that class teachers can print out and give out and celebrate in class, which is really, really nice. When you've completed a number of lessons, then this skills section will have some activities there for you. The activities that are just right for you, so they'll help build those skills, that'll make it easier for you to understand those stories. But the more that you answer questions about a story, Reading Plus learns more about you, and then helps to kind of see where you need to be, the different skills that you need to be working on, which is lovely. There's also a way for teachers to send messages direct to the students, and there is a writing section as well. So that's related to the last reading lesson that I did. So I can click on this one, and it says, what makes popcorn special? Use facts and details from the text to write and explain your answer. And it all comes together to give a really accurate picture about your child as a reader. Now, if you wanted some more information, or if there wasn't enough there for you, you can click on families, which is really great because it's got lots and lots of information on there as well for families, all about Reading Plus. I think that's everything. If there are any questions at all, we know that it's new to quite a lot of families at Northway. So if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to let your class teacher know, or send me a little message on Seesaw. I'd be more than happy to help. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.